Welcome back to another episode of FHS Season Tickets. I'm Nick.
And I'm Michael.
And we're going to be doing another interview segment. It's going to be cross country this time, boys and girls.
Yeah, we're proud to have two great members of the cross country team. Peter Barfield, you've seen him before.
Yes, you have.
You know the
and
rules.
Then also Ellie Kaufman, the leading member of the girls team. Nick, do you have the first question?
First I would like to say that these are just two studs. You've heard them on the show before, constantly top 5 on their team. You know, I mean, there's only 5 on the team, but constantly like top 2 on the team usually. So
that was a really low blow, Nick.
Yeah. So you're in presence of greatness, really.
Yeah, and cross country is actually one of the most successful teams at Fairview High School. You guys had a meet at Tiffin recently. Can you tell me how that goes?
Yeah.
For the boys, like Saturdays are for the boys, so like we did all right, but we didn't do as well as like other previous meets. We could have done much better.
Okay, Ellie, how did you do on Saturday?
Well, the girls' team did a lot better than we thought we would. Last year, I think we got last. This year, we got 7th, I think.
How many teams did you get 7th out of?
40.
Yeah, so we mentioned on the show how big of a meet Tiffin was. I've heard like it was like a national meet. Can you like elaborate on that and like how actually intimidating was it when you were there?
It's the 3rd biggest meet in the nation. I don't really know like what that means.
Was that intimidating then?
No, because we've been. I don't know for you, but like not really because we've been there before. But there's a lot of races. There's like.
Oh, okay, going on at the same time.
No,
it's like one after another.
Oh, okay.
For like all day.
Yeah.
How's the track? Like, I know that depends. That's a lot of like how. Yeah, the course. That was like a lot of like how good you or well you do. Like, how was it running that day?
I don't like it, but.
I don't like it either.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Plus, it was like really warm for our race and really humid. For like, I don't know about yours, but for ours,
it was fine. We ran in the morning. They were in at like 1 or 2, so they were a lot later than us.
But I mean, it wasn't like the worst, but it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
So they're not fans of Tiffin track meet. We can
know
that, but you guys
Tiffin,
are.
if you're watching this, get that fixed.
You guys are both. Your goal is probably to make it to regionals.
Yeah.
Peter, can you tell us how your team is doing? Also, Ellie, your team and individually.
Well, overall, I think as a team we're doing really well. I mean, there's a lot of good teams in our district this year, but we're on pace this year. Individually, I mean, this is my first year, so I think I'm doing all right. Like, not bad, not good.
I think the girls are gonna try and make it to regionals as a team. I don't know how that'll work out, but I think it's possible.
So what do you guys think about, I know, Peter, you're a new person, and you've been doing pretty well. Do you think that's pushing the team more, or are they just getting disheartened about that?
I bet it's pushing the team more. Like, we have individual, like, competition, it seems like, and so I guess, which is a good thing.
So, yeah, it makes your team better.
Push each other,
nice.
Yeah, definitely. I think individual competition in a cross-country team is probably positive overall for the team.
Yeah.
Or any sport, really.
Yeah, sometimes other sports it can kind of like create saltiness, but in like cross-country,
I'm sure that they're not quite happy that Peter's been beating them, but I'm sure that either raises their bar or
exactly.
But like you know, if they cared about the team, like as long as like the team goal, like I don't know, I just find that like above everything. So.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So the similar situation with the sport with Peter with golf. I asked if golf was underrated. Do you guys feel that cross country is ever underrated at school, or just based on how well you guys do? More so with cross country than golf, just because it's known that cross country does do really well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't really go to a cross country meet, so. I
would disagree. I've been to a couple.
Well, I don't really care that people don't go because our meets are like 2 hours away. So it's not like volleyball.
More so talked about though.
I think it's hard for people to know like I think if you hear like, oh, what did you get at Tiffin, like top 100, and like that's really good. But like I'm sure if you guys heard that, you'd be like, oh, 100 people beat them, like that sucks.
Exactly.
Jack was 4th in open, which is really good.
We got Jack behind the scenes here.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, any further questions you have?
I definitely think that we need to get cross-country on the morning announcements. I need everybody in the school to know how awesome they are and how great they are doing this year. And
who listens to morning announcements? My teacher, Mr. Corey, just talks over it. It's pretty funny.
Well, my teacher, Miss Keener, I'm not sure about the other teachers, but she definitely listens to it and gets
Really?
annoyed about how long they are, but like we still listen to it.
Yeah.
It's more of just like football announcements. If you guys haven't noticed, like not to like harp on.
I know, dude.
It's like here's
Another
the
loss.
Well, volleyball and soccer don't get acknowledged either.
Here's the
Just
morning.
kidding, just kidding.
But it's like it's
Camera
not,
woman.
It's like the morning football update, you know. I mean,
Yeah, I got
not to
you.
like I don't know. I'm not too mad about it. You know,
Yeah, I
like
don't really care.
we'll win like under the radar,
Yeah, that's true.
not lose like above the radar.
I like that. I like that approach.
Jeez, Pete's making
I like
too many
that.
shots. We're
I
gonna
like
have to.
that.
Hey,
cut
we're gonna
this
have to get
one.
we're gonna have to get the football players on the show and see what their
they can't say
responses are.
anything.
Please do.
Hey, tune in for both interviews. We'll put the links in the description. Now we're out. I'm Nick,
And I'm Michael.
and it's been another episode of FHS Season Tickets.
Welcome into another segment of the FHS Season Tickets Fall Preview Schedule. I'm Michael.
And I'm Nick.
And today we are joined by Connor Kilbane of the cross country team. We already have done somebody from the boys cross country team, but Connor also wanted to come on as he is the best runner on the team. He has the fastest times usually. We felt like it'd be cool to have him on the show too and do another segment of the cross country team. So Nick, would you like to ask the first question to Connor?
Yeah, we asked this to the last country team. You guys had a huge meet. Is it meet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had a huge meet at Tiffin, and it's like ranked nationally. That's what the other runner, Ellie Kaufman, said. Can you like go through some of that? How was the course? What was the competition like? Was it intimidating? Stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I've run there 2 years in a row.
Mhm.
Like actually 3 now, but I've run there before because we have it for regionals and the regular meet. But it's like the 3rd biggest meet in the nation, so it's pretty intimidating. And there's like over 400 runners. But it's pretty hot this year, and the course is really muddy in some parts. Like there was a huge 30 person fall in the beginning of the race, and there was a really muddy hill that a lot of people fell down. But I ended up like 38th place and got a top 40, get medals or something like that. So I was pretty happy with my time and place.
Yeah, 38th place and meet with over 400 people is a fantastic accomplishment.
Yeah.
Obviously, the 3rd biggest meet in the country. There's going to be a lot of fast runners, and Connor was just many of the fast runners on the boys and girls side. But speaking of the meet at Tiffin, you guys finished very well. Do you have any goals to make it to regionals as a team or states as an individual?
I definitely think we have a chance to make it to regionals as a team, but our district is stacked because we have 4 of the top 10 teams in the state in our districts, but top 5 make it out. So we're battling for that 5th spot right now with Firelands and Buckeye, but we beat them in the past 2 meets we've run against them. So hopefully we make it to regionals as a team and trying to go to states as an individual.
Now, this is the top shape Fairview has been in cross country a while. I know our grade, the junior class, is pretty good runners, and with the new addition of Peter, that always helps out the team. How is this ranking from your past couple of years as running cross country this year?
I think so far our times are definitely better. We'll definitely be really good next year, maybe hopefully a top in the state because we're not losing anyone really, just Josh on our varsity team.
Yeah.
So hopefully that we all go low 17s, 16s maybe even, and we're definitely doing better this year than we have in the past years.
And talk about next year. What are some potential really good runners? Freshman year, you guys really showed out. Do you see anyone doing that freshman year, or even some 8th graders that you could see in the future, or will it just be the senior class really carrying the team next year?
There's definitely gonna be some new varsity runners coming from 8th grade. Ben. There's this kid on the 8th grade team named Ben, and he's already running 18s and 5Ks.
Really?
Yeah. So then also Nolan on the 3rd team. He is right behind Ben in the 2 miles. So he'll probably be a good addition to the team.
Yes, so some good freshman acquisitions to the cross-country team coming next year.
Something to look forward to for sure.
Yeah, definitely something to look forward to. You need to get a good balance between the teams because last year you guys obviously lost Stephen Cartier. He made the states, a very great accomplishment for him. But this year your senior class isn't that strong. But the next year you're obviously going to be losing a lot of people. So the 8th grade class right now is definitely going to be very important if the cross-country team wants to continue their success they've been having.
Yeah, talking about the success, one of my final questions. I've been asking this to a bunch of the teams that we've been interviewing so far. We've been interviewing some of the more successful teams, more underrated. How would you feel at a point where are you guys too underrated? Talk about that a little bit.
Well, we are last year we did have someone go to states, and our team I would say is definitely one of the better fall sports or sports at all in our team, because considering our times, and no one really knows about like how fast an actual 5K is, though. Like they don't really know, but if they were to run, they'd probably be like, yeah, they wouldn't know. But yeah, we're definitely underrated. I mean, you can't really go to a meet to watch, but a lot of people do go anyway. And if you were there to actually see people run, it's actually like fun and interesting if you're into the sport. But yeah, we're definitely underrated compared to other teams, and I feel like if everyone knew actually how hard cross country was, then they would think like appreciate it
for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think we should talk about cross country some more inside the school, and maybe like on the morning announcements, just get the word out there that the cross country team is so successful. But
season tickets, we'll be covering it,
for
sure.
Season tickets. We cover all the underrated sports, even though they might not be talked about
Even the overrated ones.
Even the overrated ones. We cover everything on FHS season tickets. That's just what we do. And Connor, any last words? Nick, anything to ask him?
I think I'm good. You got any last comments?
No, I'm good too.